Welcome to Thick Boy Fight News. Let's dive in.
Paulo Costa officially weighed in Friday ahead of his UFC 278 clash with Luke Rockhold. Costa, who has had issues making weight in the past, tipped the scales exactly at the mark he needed to hit, 185.5 pounds. After making weight, Costa turned to reporters to send a message to the US anti-doping agency, who he accused of disturbing his sleep schedule to draw blood.
Costa. $185.5, the official weight for Paulo Costa.
Let's go! Yes, sir! Thank you. Mas você vai ver, você é livre por rodear sua weight. Não for USADA. The guy went on my bedroom 7 a.m. I was at the range to took my food, fuck USADA.
Costa went into further detail about the incident with USADA on Twitter. The boss on USADA who sent their agents this morning at my sleep room 6 a.m. to take my blood out. I was cutting weight, very dehydrated, and they once took my blood. Those guys, I never been caught by USADA test, I don't need this. One of the UFC's biggest stars, Jorge Masvidal, reportedly has his next opponent lined up. Number 6 welterweight Gilbert Burns told MMA Junkie that Masvidal has verbally agreed to fight him, and the pair are now just working out a date. Nothing done yet. A lot of talks about the fight with Masvidal. He verbally agreed. I did too. They are just figuring out the date. No date yet. November was too close, so December or January. At least I know I have an opponent. Just figuring out the date right now. UFC 282 is scheduled for December 10th and will reportedly take place in Las Vegas. Meanwhile, UFC 283 will be held in Rio de Janeiro on January 21st. While Burns does want to fight sooner rather than later, the prospect of fighting in his home country does intrigue him. Number 1 would be MSG in November, but then he said no for that date. Now December or January. I can wait like 20 more days to go to Brazil. I'm looking forward to go to the Brazil card. Bellator's Michael Page and Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships Mike Perry will cross over this weekend as the main event for BKFC 27 in London. Michael Page spoke with MMA Junkie ahead of the fight and expressed that he feels like he has the mental edge over Perry. I think it's a massive show of nerves because he is a fan of me. I've seen that from the first time I met him because he's known about me for a very long time. He's actually called me out, which I found out recently. He's called me out before he went into the UFC. I've obviously been a highlight in his career for a long time, where I just heard of him. I've seen him more so from his personality than his actual fighting, and of course, I went and watched his fighting, typical tough guy, but great personality here. Brendan Schaub will be joined by friends Bert Kreischer and Matt Mitrione at 11 a.m. Pacific this Saturday for the BKFC 27 Calabasas Fight Companion. Join the gang right here on Thick Boy YouTube. Check out the link in the description to subscribe for BKFC 27 MVP vs Platinum.
The one and only MVP, Michael Venom Page. Entertaining, unusual, unique. I like to do stuff that doesn't necessarily make sense.
Platinum, Mike Perry!
I think I'm one of the toughest men on the planet. It may not always be pretty, but damn it, you can't beat me. We'll see if he ever comes forward at all.
I want to go in there, I want to land shots and not be touched. I'm more a sniper.
Like I said, man, if he's there at the end of it, well, he'll be bleeding.
Connor, the Brumtown Bomber, Tierney, Joe Hitman 187, Elmo.
Fight Companion guest and former UFC heavyweight Matt Mitrione shared his thoughts exclusively to Thick Boy Fight News on UFC 278's main event between Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards.
I think Marty's the best 170-pounder alive right now. So I think that in any which way you look at it, he's the best welterweight. All he does is get out there, he scraps, he throws hands. He's a great wrestler, he mixes it up. I don't see anybody beating him unless Marty beats himself, but I don't see that happening. And I definitely don't see Marty losing to Leon Edwards.
Usman and Edwards had an interesting exchange during the pre-fight press conference about the finer things in life they can both afford as superstar fighters. When asked if he thinks things are getting personal with Usman, Edwards deferred to accuse Kamaru of letting his ego get too big. Video courtesy of The Mac Life.
It's not personal for me. All it is I believe I'm number one and I'm going out to prove it. He's clearly getting to his head. He's just about now closing his t-shirt up and wearing a t-shirt and closing his top up, but it's all good, like I said.
Listen, if you look like me, you would dress like this too.
Bro, you look like Terry Crews, bro.
Leon, tell the people what you drive back home. What kind of car you drive?
I don't look like you.
What kind of car you drive?
You know what I drive.
What?
You know what I drive.
No, what kind of car you drive? Tell the people.
Mercedes GLE. What do you drive?
What?
What?
So it's getting to your head too, right?
They get to my head.
Why? Listen, this is what it is. It's just envy. It's just envy. Listen, you like nice things, I like nice things. And like I said, if you look like me, you would dress like me too.
I've always said fair play to you for trying what you're trying, you know, but the fame is definitely getting to your head and I'm humbly asked on Saturday night.
That wraps up another week of Thick Boy Fight News. Head into the weekend with another rendition of Friday Funnies.
That's your route, baby.
Anything that will work right now.
Yeah.
I do feel a little stronger. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
See this motherfucker right here? You gotta do your fucking homework.
The more grounded I stay, the more dangerous I'm gonna become. And I can use this platform just to be put a mask and be an idiot, and it's just not my thing. It feels so good to be myself, enjoy this, and that was a crazy fight.
Yeah, it was.
I'm really excited, Normally I'm known for chopping the legs.
Looking for more original MMA content? Check out the rest of Thick Boy YouTube. Exclusive interviews, opinion, and fight analysis is available weekly on The Shab Show, Food Truck Diaries, and Fight Night Flashbacks. Subscribe so you don't miss any of the action.